Things are looking grim as all the evidence we've collected points to Will Powers as the killer. Can Phoenix pull off another courtroom miracle? Find out right now on Ace Attorney.
October 19th, 9:42 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1.
Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him.
This is no time for dead jokes.
You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it.
Something overlooked?
We have to find something, Phoenix. Today.
So it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be really hard, but we're gonna do it, just like Noah and Allie.
The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is suited, booted, and I refuse to be muted, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder.
Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
Psst, hey Mia, I bet you $5 Edgeworth's first witness is that producer lady.
The prosecution calls Mr. Sal Manella to the stand.
Did I say the producer? I meant the director.
Will the witness state his name and profession?
How rude can you get? You don't know me. I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai, noob. Raffle! Salmonella. I'm a director. Television.
Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day.
Phoenix?
Yeah?
Let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it.
Right, and listen, about that $5, I'll get it to you, I promise. I'm just a little light right now on account of the fact that none of our clients have ever actually paid me.
I was at the studios from around 9 o'clock that morning. During the morning, I was doing, an action scene run through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area, but I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4 o'clock. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it.
The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., and according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, Mr. Manella, do you mind if I call you Sally? Sally, you claim that you were working on an action scene run-through in the morning that ran long, and then after that, you had a meeting at the Studio 2 trailer. So, in the end, you didn't get to eat lunch at all then, did you?
Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it?
I cannot believe it. That is some serious first world problems right there.
Phoenix.
Is this about the $5? Because I told you, Mia.
Doesn't something about that seem odd to you?
Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manella!
What do you mean?
Jeez, dude, I just said your name. You're already sweating bullets. When I went to that trailer, I saw something on the table. There were 2 plates, the same kind as in the employee area. I think you did eat lunch. Maybe you ate 2 lunches! Or maybe you ate with a friend.
No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all.
And your lunch was a lot better than most folks. A T-bone steak, I believe?
Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later.
Man, I am in the wrong line of work. This guy gets steak every day. All I ever have for lunch is a mushy banana. So, when did you have lunch anyway?
We took 1 break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then.
That is a mental image that will get me through a lot of long, lonely nights. Wait a second! If you had time to eat a steak, then that contradicts your testimony from before. Mr. Manella, I thought you said you didn't take any breaks.
Well, yeah, not a one.
Mr. Manella, there's a lot of things you're not allowed to do in court. Skateboarding, wrangling koalas, but you've just done the biggest no-no of all. You just contradicted yourself.
Oops, Raffle.
Oops is for spilled milk, not for perjury.
Well,
Mr. Manella, what's this all about?
well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break.
Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time.
I was just about to say that, but I didn't think of it until you mentioned it. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify about the break.
Very well. Mr. Manella, your testimony, please.
Yeah. FWIW? We took a break. Raffle, but it was only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 at base 12. Not enough time for someone to, say, commit murder in Studio 1. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me.
I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination.
No offense, Judge, but you eat really slow. I know a young lady who could eat 15 T-bone steaks in 15 minutes and still have time left over for dessert. But enough about Maya. What time exactly did you take this break, Manila?
I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45.
2:30? Why do I know that? Is that when Gumball comes on? No, that's later. 2:30 is the time of Jack Hammer's death, so he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise.
But it was only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 at base 12. Not enough time for someone to, say, commit murder in Studio 1.
And why would that be, Captain Creepy Tongue?
Objection! Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any one of them to go to Studio 1.
I don't believe in the word impossible.
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1.
Well, Mr. Wright?
Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer.
Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1?
I don't want to write off so many possible suspects, but Edgeworth probably knows about the Mr. Monkey Head. I'll agree that it's highly improbable anyone from the trailer went to the studio at that time.
Ha! I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again, but I see you had at least an inkling of the truth.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head.
There is no Mrs. Monkey, it's Mr. Monkey. I mean, granted, maybe one day he'll go out in the world and he'll find a Mrs. Monkey and they'll fall in love and they'll have cute little monkey babies, but that's a story for another day, people.
I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manila from the stand.
What evidence? The only witness you've called today got caught contradicting himself on the witness stand.
Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty.
Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness.
Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth?
My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim.
Order! I will have order! The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess.
Yeah, I love recess. Come on, man, you can push me on the swings. Wait, don't look at me like that. I was just trying to lighten the mood, okay? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi, then we're back to square one, Mia.
I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong.
It's okay, Mia. Everyone makes mistakes. Big people, small people, matter of fact, all people.
Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is.
What's gonna happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer!
Not all of them, just 90% or so.
Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. Leave it to us, and be yourself. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all.
Thanks.
Wait, we're not doing the rest of the vows? What about A, E, and O?
Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it!
Yeah, wait, what was that about doing it to make a kid?
The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning.
I'm more worried about Edgeworth's outfit scarring the boy for life.
However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand.
Aww.
Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on.
Right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do.
Wait, you can buy donuts by the crate? Well, I know what I'm doing this weekend.
Will the witness state his name and grade in school?
What? Just 'cause you're all grown up doesn't mean you can push me around.
Cody, answer his question, okay?
Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in the 2nd grade.
I don't know about you, Mio, but I get the feeling that this is going to be a long, long day.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle.
Witness, Cody. You were at Global Studios on the day of the incident?
You got a problem with that?
Please tell us what you saw that day.
What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beards over there?
Just Mr. Edgeworth will be fine.
I prefer bearded gentlemen myself.
Oh boy.
Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom.
My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission, if that's possible.
Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a 7-year-old and you lost?
Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me everywhere I go.
Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You'd better make a note of it in the court record.
Cody's camera added to the court record.
Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal, just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. And be gentle. Remember you're talking to a child.
Your Honor, I have a great rapport with young people, but let's be honest, this kid is tougher than most adults we see in court. Now, Cody, you say you wanted to see a rehearsal just once, so you snuck into the studios. You got lost in the woods, and like a typical guy, you didn't stop and ask for directions, but eventually, you found your way. Now, here is the part of your testimony that, I don't know, seems a little bit strange to me. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that.
Huh?
There's the Hackins family Christmas card. Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right?
Mr. Wright, a word with you.
Oh, I guess I was putting the pressure on a little too much.
What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about?
It's, wait, seriously? You don't know what a digital camera is? Okay, remember when you and Obag were kids and you used to draw pictures on caves? This is kind of the new version of that.
I see.
I don't think he does, but anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your brand new digital camera on a trip to see the Steel Samurai. You did bring it, didn't you?
Objection! Mr. Wright! How cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so!
I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney or a talking bird. No one should lie in court.
What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney?
You know what I mean, well, Cody?
What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that?
So,
you did have a camera. And did you use this camera?
Why would I use it? I was too busy watching.
Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching.
Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong. The Steel Samurai rules.
Ah, is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Cody, what are we gonna do with you? You're already on Santa's naughty list for telling lies in court, but maybe we can turn things around. Now, you said in your testimony the bad guy stopped moving. Why exactly was that?
Huh? What do you mean, why?
What I mean is, why wasn't the bad guy moving?
Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice.
Right, and how exactly did he bring him to justice?
How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap. Something like that.
Look, you can't just throw samurai in front of other words and call it your special moves. It's very uncreative.
What? Don't give me that look, Pops.
Don't call me Pops, I am not old. Now, Cody, something's been bothering me. Before, you said you couldn't take your eyes off the action.
Yeah? So what?
I just find it odd that you missed the most important part.
Objection! What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly.
Has he though, Edgeworth? You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? Look, my point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight, but there's no way you saw all of it. In fact, you missed the most important part, the killing blow.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how you might have missed something so vital?
Well, isn't that the million-dollar question?
Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? You can figure this out.
Mr. Wright, we have ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
I think I have some evidence that might explain it.
Evidence?
Yeah, you know that stuff we use to help decide these cases? Anyway, you want to know why Cody looked away from the fight? The answer's right in his grubby little hands. The witness stated that he recently received this camera.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Now, he wasn't entirely familiar with its operation.
I'm aware of that, too. Ah!
Correct you are, Your Honor. The only reason why Cody would be looking somewhere else at such a critical moment was because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture. Should have read the instructions.
Hey!
Well, you should have.
What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids?
I'm not picking on little kids. I was simply pressing, okay?
Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture.
Ah, go on. No, seriously, go on. I love compliments from Mia. Cody, there's only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that's because you wanted to take a picture for your scrapbook. But having just received your camera, you weren't quite used to using it yet, so you missed the climax of the fight. Am I right? Well, I'll take your silence as a yes.
Yeah.
I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again.
Right. Boy, Mia means business today. I love it when the chief's all fired up like this. Your Honor, the defense requests that Cody Hackins testify to the court once more.
Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight?
Welcome to the real world, kid. We're gonna save Cody's testimony for next time. See you guys then for more Ace Attorney.